Good morning, Your Honor. Candace Mann on behalf of the people, P80652.
And good morning, Your Honor. Danian Woodson, P68870, on behalf of Ms. Pruitt, who is standing to my left. Ms. Pruitt, please state your name for the record.
Jessica Pruitt.
Good morning, Ms. Mann, Ms. Breton, and Ms. Pruitt. So this case is scheduled for 10 a.m., but I'm calling it now because all parties are here. An issue as to whether the parties want to settle this matter. And we have a jury that is waiting, called to the courtroom. Now, I understand after having a sidebar discussion with counsel, Ms. Pruitt, that you want to proceed to trial, but you want a new lawyer. Is that right?
That's correct. We have not spoken one time one-on-one about this case. I don't feel like I've been represented at all. I've not been guided. I've been kind of doing it on my own. She's great. I like her and everything, but I need somebody who's going to see what I'm talking about,
Did she review the discovery with you?
She sent it to me in an email. We've never spoke about anything.
You didn't discuss it with her today?
No.
You didn't discuss the offer today?
No, not the offer again. The last offer that she told me, I said no to.
So you're saying that you have not spoken about the case with your attorney this morning?
No, at all, period. Throughout this whole process. I've wrote emails stating my concerns and she's emailed me back. But we've never got to discuss the actual, event of what led up to this.
Well, we've had 1, 2, 3.
Good morning, Your Honor. Candace Mann on behalf of the people, P80652.
And good morning, Your Honor. Danian Woodson, P68870, on behalf of Ms. Pruitt, who is standing to my left. Ms. Pruitt, please state your name for the record.
Before the trial even begins.
Good morning, Ms. Mann, Ms. Breton, and Ms. Pruitt. So this case is scheduled for 10 a.m., but I'm calling it now because all parties are here. An issue as to whether the parties want to settle this matter.
This is the spark
Final
that ignites the
conference.
tension.
And you are telling me now,
when the stakes
Well,
are
after 7 hearings, that you had not spoken to your attorney?
That
Is that
correct.
right?
Yes, that is
Does that
correct.
make sense to you, Ms. Pruitt?
Well, I gave the benefit of the doubt. I was
It's
hoping
actually-
that she would surprise me.
No, just a moment.
I don't know.
Just a moment.
I-
Just a moment.
Uh-huh.
It was really a rhetorical question
Okay.
because it doesn't make sense.
Well, it doesn't.
It doesn't make sense that you would stop talking. It doesn't make sense that you would not have advised the court that you hadn't spoken to your lawyer in 7 hearings.
Right. I
Now,
understand.
what she did or didn't do is a different issue. But I have to find strict necessity to avoid manifest injustice to adjourn or reschedule a jury trial on the day of trial when all of the preparation for your trial is made before today and there's a jury that is at this moment waiting for me to call them from downstairs. So do you intend to hire an attorney?
I do.
Okay, how long will it take you to do that?
I'm not sure. It won't find one today.
So how long do you think it would take you to engage an attorney?
Maybe a week or so.
I can't have a maybe. You know what your finances look like. How
Okay.
long will it take you?
A week.
If it would take you a week to get an attorney, then you really didn't qualify for a court-appointed attorney services, did you?
Well, yes, I did. I will figure it out. I mean, there are ways to make
Ms. Pruitt, your case needs to be tried or your case needs to be settled. Either way, you need to have an attorney.
I understand.
And I don't want to set a date for no reason. I need you, and this is my 3rd time asking you now, to give me a date where you can be confident that you can have an attorney of your choice whom you pay for standing beside you. How long will it take you to do that?
A week.
Okay. So we'll come back in a week. We'll schedule the jury trial at that time when you have a new lawyer. And just so you know, Ms. Woodson, I'm going to be looking into the allegations that Ms. Pruitt made today are very serious, and I cannot let them go unaddressed, especially because it appears that it is requiring the delay of jury trial. 9 a.m. Make sure that you tell your new attorney, Ms. Pruitt, of the date.
Okay.
Part 2.
Final
Judge not buying it.
conferences.
Time
And you
line.
are telling me
2 minutes
now,
and 2 seconds
Well,
to 4
after
minutes
7
and
hearings,
52 seconds.
that you had not spoken to your
The
attorney.
judge isn't
That is
buying what
right?
Jessica is
Yes,
selling.
that is
Does that
correct.
make sense to you, Ms.
Challenges her version
Pruitt?
of
Well,
events,
I gave the
questioning
benefit
how
of the doubt. I
7
was
It's
hoping
actually-
that
with
she
no
would
communication.
surprise me.
No, just a moment.
I don't know.
Just a moment.
Logic over sympathy.
Just a
As he
moment.
balances fairness with
It
courtroom
was really a
procedure.
rhetorical question.
Jessica's uncertainty
Because it doesn't
about
make
hiring
sense.
new
Well, it
counsel
doesn't.
makes the
That
It
moment
doesn't
count.
make sense that you
This
would
This
stop
isn't just
talking.
frustration.
It doesn't make
It's a
sense
reckoning between
that you would not have
responsibility and
advised the
reality
court
as a jury
that you
literally
had.
waits downstairs.
Thank you. We're off the record. We'll see you then too, Ms. Woodson. You're not discharged.
I understand, Your Honor.
Good morning again, counsel. And Ms. Pruitt, please state your name again for the record, ma'am.
Jessica Pruitt.
Thank you. Thank you for coming back so quickly, Ms. Pruitt. When you left, I had another sidebar discussion with counsel, and I realized, while I was made aware, that I did not give Ms. Wooden an opportunity to respond to your allegations. So I'm going to do that now. Ms. Wooden?
Yes, Your Honor. The court instructed me at sidebar.
Part 3.
Thank you. We're off the
Back
record.
again.
We'll see you then too,
4
Ms.
minutes
Woodson.
and
You're not
53 seconds
discharged.
to 5 minutes
I
and
understand.
26 seconds.
Good morning
Commentary.
again, counsel.
After
And
a
Ms.
brief
Pruitt, please
recess,
state your name
the
again for the
courtroom
record, ma'am.
reconvenes.
Jessica
Jessica's
Pruitt.
back.
Thank you.
and the
Thank
air
you
is
for
noticeably
coming back so
heavier.
quickly, Ms.
The judge
Pruitt.
admits he
When you
moved too
left,
quickly earlier
I had
and
another
decides to let
sidebar
the defense
discussion
attorney
with
speak.
counsel, and I
This subtle
realized,
moment, the court
while I was
pausing
made
to
aware,
correct itself,
that I did
shows the
not
thin line
give
between control and
Ms.
correction. It's rare to see a judge
Wooden
double
an
back
opportunity
mid-session,
to respond
but
to
here,
your
fairness
allegations.
demands
So
a
I'm going to
second
do
look
that
at the
now.
story.
Ms.
Yes, Your Honor. The court instructed me at sidebar earlier today to call to find out exactly where Ms. Pruitt was, how far away she was, and if she was interested in the offer. At which point I stepped out into the hallway into the conference room and I called Ms. Pruitt, asked her how far away she was. She said she was on Grand River. I said, Grand River what? She said she was 8 minutes away. Then I asked her about the offer again. We discussed it. I explained to her that even if the narcotics were found to be not hers, she's charged with 2 felonies, and based on her behavior in the body cam footage, the resisting and obstruction charge was likely to happen. I also explained to her, when the officers told you to stop, you were supposed to stop. When you don't do that, that is failure to obey a lawful order. When you continue to thrash around, that's resisting. We had that discussion this morning. She said she wanted an attorney who believed in her, at which point I asked her if she wanted a new attorney, and she said yes. At that point, I went out in the hallway. I looked for the prosecutor. I explained to the prosecutor what happened. Shortly after that, Ms. Pruitt came into the courtroom. We asked for approach, and there we are.
So
I'll admit that Ms. Pruitt has changed her phone number. I just got an email from her this morning with a new phone number, and that's the phone number I used to call her when the court instructed me to call her. We have communicated primarily through email because the phone numbers that I have from Ms. Pruitt keep changing. We were supposed to discuss this case on Monday at 2:30. The phone number I had for her then, I didn't receive an answer. That's the same phone number I texted her at this morning at 7:45 to tell her we were in Judge Green's courtroom. At 9 o'clock, I decided to email her to ask her if she received my text. She said no. She thought the court date was at 10. That's when I reminded her. I told her 8:30. That's when she told me about childcare stuff in the email, and that's when she emailed me her new number to say that I can't remember, she said she lost her phone and her phone was broken.
okay, so her allegation that she's never spoken to you about the case is technically accurate, but you've had communication with her via email is what you're saying.
Because of the lack of phone communication, because of the inconsistencies of the phone numbers, I have spoken to her before and after every court date. I have also worked with the prosecutor to try to make this offer as favorable as possible for her. We had agreed to not only dismiss the resisting obstruction.
Part 4.
Yes, Your
Side
Honor.
of
The
story.
court instructed me
Timeline.
at
5
sidebar
minutes and
earlier
27
today to
seconds
call
to
to
8
find out
minutes
exactly
and 2
where
seconds.
Ms. Pruitt was, how
Commentary.
far away she
Now the
was, and if she
defense
was
attorney
interested
gets
in
her
the
turn,
offer.
and
At
everything
which point I
changes.
stepped out into
She
the
lays out a
hallway
detailed
into the
timeline of missed
conference room,
calls,
and I called
broken
Ms. Pruitt.
phones,
Asked her how
last-minute
far away
emails.
she was. She said she was
Attention
going
flips.
Grand River.
Now
I
it's
said, Grand
Jessica
River
under
what?
scrutiny.
She said she
The
was
lawyer
leaving
sounds
today.
composed,
Then I
logical,
asked her about
even
the offer
exhausted,
again.
revealing
We
efforts the
discussed
defendant
it.
never
I
mentioned.
explained to her
Suddenly,
that even
the room
if
feels divided between
the
misunderstanding and
narcotics were found to
accountability.
be not hers,
This
she
is where
charged.
credibility starts to
What's the
shift.
offer, Ms. Mann?
Your Honor, the offer is for the defendant to plead to a reduced charge of count 1. It would be reduced from controlled substance possession of methamphetamine to attempt possession of methamphetamine, which reduces it from a 10-year felony to a 5-year felony. In exchange, the people are agreeing to dismiss count 2, police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing, with a sentence agreement of 2 years probation, substance abuse evaluation and treatment as directed, anger management, 40 hours of community service. The defendant is eligible for a sentence under 333.7411, and the people would have no objection. And then any other terms or conditions or fines that would be set by the court.
After hearing from your lawyer, who's an officer of the court, by the way, so I don't need to put her under oath. Anything that she tells me is the equivalent of being under oath because of her status as an attorney.
Okay.
So this is what you're not going to do. You're not going to talk while I'm talking.
Okay.
I said that when you were before me earlier, but you still seem to think you can talk while I'm talking.
I'm sorry.
It's hard because you need anger and impulse control management. That's why. Control yourself.
Okay.
This offer is exceedingly generous, especially the 7411 component. And although I have never done it, if you go to trial on this and you are convicted, I will be sentencing you with the fact that you had no defense in mind. Do you understand? Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And people have permission to address the parties.
Now I understand.
Your Honor, would the court entertain a motion to withdraw?
No, no, because she doesn't have a lawyer right now. But I will at the next hearing.
Okay.
Part 5, sweet deal.
What's the offer,
Timeline.
Ms. Mann?
8 minutes and 3 seconds.
Your Honor, the
to
offer is
10
for the
minutes and
defendant to
20
plead
seconds.
to a reduced
Commentary.
charge of count
All right,
1.
guys.
It would be
Here's where the
reduced
case
from
takes a
controlled
dramatic
substance
legal
possession of
twist. The
methamphetamine
prosecutor
to
offers
attempt
an
possession of
unexpectedly
methamphetamine,
generous
which
plea,
reduces it from a
dropping
10-year
serious
felony to a
charges
5-year
and
felony.
suggesting probation
In exchange,
instead
the
of
people are
prison.
agreeing to
The judge
dismiss count
underscores
2,
how rare
police
that
officer
is,
assaulting,
warning
resisting,
Jessica that
obstructing,
defiance
with a
could bring
sentence
a
agreement
harsher
of
fate
2
if
years
she insists on
probation,
trial. Her
substance abuse
reactions,
evaluation and treatment as
interruptions, and
directed,
emotional
anger
control
management,
issues
40
spill
hours
through
of community
every
service.
second,
The defendant
giving
is
this
eligible
exchange a
for a
raw, unfiltered energy.
Ma'am? Call her back here. Ma'am,
And you can stand right up here.
right here.
Yep.
Who are you?
I am Jessica's mother.
And your last name be Pruitt or something else? What's your
Something
name?
else.
What is it?
Walls, Walls.
Thank you. Ms. Walls,
Yes, ma'am.
you're welcome to be in this courtroom anytime that you are in the area, for that matter. This is a public space.
I'm aware.
I understand why your daughter interrupts people
I
while
knew
we're
you were
talking.
going to say that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
you can't help it, can you?
I can't help defending myself when I feel like my rights are being violated. That's right. I simply was stating a fact that on the board downstairs, it does say 10 o'clock. I didn't take a picture of it, but I just wanted to make you aware of that.
Ms. Wall?
He said I
Ms.
needed
Wall,
to say it to
Ms.
him.
Wall, you have to stop talking. That's the way it works.
I see.
I would like for you to be welcome in this courtroom anytime your daughter is here before court. If you are disruptive once more in my courtroom, you'll be banned. That's why I brought you back, to tell you that. Do you understand?
I understand.
Thank you.
All right.
Am I able to speak now?
I would
No.
like to. You can help.
We're stating the truth. It's
Ms. Wall, Ms. Wall?
You really want to entertain my motion, Your Honor?
No, I will not. The apple certainly doesn't fall far from the tree. I just wanted to tell you, you are not welcome back. Don't come back to my courtroom. That's it.
All right, now you can leave.
Have a good life.
I advise you not to say anything on the
And
way.
you're welcome to view on YouTube anytime your daughter has a hearing.
Dr. Wayne in jail.
Seriously. Have a good day, everyone. See you next week.
Have a good day.
I apologize in advance.
Part 6. Defendant's mom steps in. Timeline. 10
Ma'am?
minutes and 21 seconds to 12 minutes
Call her
and
back
56 seconds. Commentary. Just when you
Ma'am?
think the tension can't rise higher,
Right here.
Jessica's mother enters the scene.
Who are
and the
you?
courtroom explodes
I
again.
am Jessica's
What begins
mother.
as support turns
If
chaotic
your last name be
as her
Pruitt
interruptions
or
mirror
something
her
else? What's
daughter's
your name?
Something
thoughts.
else?
What is
The judge's
Walls,
patience runs
W-A-L-L-S.
ending in a
Thank you.
firm ban
Ms.
from the
Walls.
courtroom.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
You're
emotional
welcome
storm
to be in this
closes the
courtroom
session in
anytime that
disbelief
you
and
are
exhaustion.
in
Proof
the
that
area,
drama
for that
doesn't
matter.
end when the gavel
This is a
falls.
public space.
Please like
aware.
the video and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.